Andy Frei, then David Morton, then Rigel Ryerson.
Good evening. Bear with me, I'm going off script. I spoke with an attorney right before coming into this meeting. He's also a council member in his hometown, and he did some research on our city. There's been much discussion around the vaccine mandate and the impacted firefighters. It's been asked a couple weeks ago, is there anything that we can do that could affect these firefighters? You were told, no, there's nothing we can do. In the last 4 weeks, you have been given and shared with a great amount of information from the community, legal counsel, affected employees, and their families. I believe that we have made a strong case that there is a lot that can be done. There's a lot of avenues moving forward to right the wrongs, to uphold the law, to reevaluate the situation that rose during emergency powers of a pandemic. The City Legal Counsel continues to tell you that you don't have the authority to do anything. You don't have the authority to pose a resolution. You don't have the authority to put a stay on a motion to pause terminations. You were told by the finance director that it's going to take months to give you a full analysis of the costs that have been incurred, and probably longer for those that will be incurred if you follow through and allow these terminations to go into effect. If the elected council has no authority for checks and balances within government, what is the council here for? I understand that emergency powers were used during a pandemic to make a policy based on current conditions at the time. You've recently, in the last few minutes, been emailed a part of the RCW, Chapter 2.20, Emergency Preparedness. Within that document, powers and duties are clearly spelled out. The mayor's duties include making and issuing rules, regulations on matters reasonably related to the protection of life and property as affected by such disaster, provided, however, such rules and regulations must be approved by the Emergency Preparedness Council and confirmed by the City Council at the earliest possible time. Have you confirmed the emergency powers that were used during a pandemic? 2.20.030, City Council duties. You are to give advice to the mayor regarding appointments, situations relating to emergency preparedness. And, subsection C, approve at the earliest practical time after the issuance, rules, regulations reasonably related to the protection of life and property, which is affected by a disaster, such rules and regulations having been made issued by the Emergency Preparedness Director, the Mayor. I believe that you've been given 3 options tonight of how you can right this wrong or choose to save the employment of your valued firefighters. 1, you can put a stay on terminations. 2, you can propose an amendment to the personnel manual as clearly stated by the city's attorney 2 weeks ago in this very room. Require the federal law be upheld. If it's an undue hardship, you must provide objective facts. No objective facts are being given. And number 3,
in conclusion,
you have the authority to approve at the earliest practical time the issuance of an emergency regulation. Do you approve?
And in conclusion, thank you.